I can't cast that yet.
When mounted on the back of a Wind Rider, one sees that its reputation for strength and speed is well earned.
Goodbye.
Ah, feels good to do something not whispers.
Bot Rix has correctly joined the channel.
Sounds good, geeky. Daytona saying, I need to collect 40 damn grim favors now. Am I close to the end? Oh, you sweet summer child. I remember the hours ago when I had such hope as you.
The war chief has instructed me to study all kinds of weapons and armor.
Near the end.
He has sent me here to the hub of both the Tauren and Orc cultures. In
I don't
the
know
Barrens
whether
to meet
to
as many travelers as possible
to
and
just
learn
tell
about
you
the
or
cultures of
to
the
let you
Barrens.
live in
He feels
blissful
there's something
ignorance
to be learned from even
for the
most
few more
pathetic
moments
of
that you
cultures,
can.
like the
Let him
Quillbore
find out.
or
Let him find
Centaur.
We'll let you
Good
find out
sample,
on your
adventurer.
own.
A good sample indeed. Those travelers can no longer lord over me the ore they found, now that you have been successful. I shall get to work on it immediately. If it proves strong enough, I will send a weapon crafted from the material back to the war chief to show him our success. I shall not forget your help, adventurer.
Eldritch Bounty. I left the rock quarry for this repetition. Guess we can set up in Karagar now.
What is up guys, it's your boy Swallam here, back with another Classic WoW video for the fresh Classic WoW servers, and let's just put it this way, the last week for Classic WoW on the anniversary servers has definitely been quite interesting. From the launch of Phase 2, which was both good and bad depending on how you look at things, there's been both positive aspects and some negative aspects of Phase 2, but overall I'm having a great time. And then we had the whole fiasco with Alterac Valley, right, where, let's just put it this way, Blizzard messed up quite a lot, where they allowed seasonal discovery characters to group up with anniversary servers, and the thing is, this was a huge blunder, but also led to some good things, like for example, the Chrono Boons being down priced from 10 in gold to 1 in gold, which overall could be a huge benefit and could be a good thing for the health of the anniversary servers long term. So yeah, there's been quite a few things happening. You also had the aftermath as well of the entire thing as well, where Blizzard basically doubled down on their mistake, but either way, like a lot of things have been happening the last week in Classic WoW, and the thing is, Classic WoW is the gift that just keeps on giving.
Step to become a Wind Rider.
Now before we get into the video itself, I just want to say a heartfelt thank you to everyone who's picked up my Classic WoW gold making guide, whether you're playing Seasonal Discovery, or the fresh Classic WoW servers, or even Classic Era as well. Now I just want to say that I haven't really been verbally or visually showing this guide in the last couple of videos, and the reason for that is that I simply don't want to push it in your face all the time. When it comes to the guide, that is, like I don't want every single video to basically be a sellout for the guide, and I just want to make content that you guys enjoy. Now, nevertheless, like, buying the guide is a great way to first of all support the channel and help yourself make more gold as well. Gold making in Classic WoW is something that I'm very passionate about, and it's one of the aspects of the game that I always enjoy, no matter how I feel about the game itself. Like, sometimes I can be a little bit mad at Blizzard, and I can be a little bit mad about how they're handling the botting situation. Nevertheless, I can always log into this game, farm gold, make gold, and literally have a great time. And if you share my passion for gold making, it's a great guide to have. And the thing is, you will benefit from this guide multiple times. Like, for example, the guide was made when hardcore servers first came out, the non-official ones, and the people that bought the guide at the start benefited from them at that time. Once again when fresh hardcore came out, then from seasonal discovery, and then from official, like, fresh Classic WoW as well. And if we end up getting another fresh later down the line, you will once again benefit from the guide one more time. Classic WoW is a never dying game, and like, even in 5 years, we could be playing another round of fresh, right? In which case you will once again benefit from the same guide. Now I just want to have a little bit of a sellout pitch here for the guide. That is, whenever you buy the guide, you will first of all get access to over 100 pages of the best gold farms to do, the best professions to have, and just a whole lot of gold making content all in one place. You will also get access to a gold making Discord server, and that is the same Discord server in like all versions of Classic, like whether that is Seasonal Discovery, Classic Era, or Classic Fresh, so all of the vanilla WoW versions, and that is where you will get early access to content. Even right now we have a video available in early access that you will get access to if you buy the guide, and once again, that is not the only video there will be. This is the one we have at the moment, but when this one comes out, like shortly after that, we're gonna have another one in early access as well. So when it comes to me finding gold farms, good way to make gold, or even like investments like this, I will make sure you guys know about them before they go public. So check out the guide. Once again, the link is down below in the pinned comment or the video description. It's a great way to support me and make more gold at the same time. Either way, that is a long shout out for the guide, but I haven't really talked about it in multiple videos now, so once again, it's a great way to support me and make more gold. Either way, let's have a chat. So for now, it's time to go back and talk about the botting situation in Classic WoW, which is something that I haven't really talked about in quite a while, even though we had a spree back in December, like before Christmas, where I talked about it in like 2 or 3 separate videos. It is time to do an update on that, because there's quite a few posts on Reddit talking about how bad botting currently is. So I kind of want to hear your output here, like how bad do you think botting is currently, and when you're playing the game normally, do you see a lot of bots, and if so, where do you see them? Do you see combat bots? Are they hunters? Are they mages? Is it fishing bots? Like, where do you see them? I'm playing on PvE at the moment, and I'm just gonna say this, I don't really see them that much. I do see quite a few people, where, like, bots that is, whenever I'm questing in wetlands. Like, right underneath this bridge, there's pretty much always 2 bots farming. At every single hour of the day, it feels like underneath the bridge in Menethil Harbor. Either way, let's take a look at some posts here. So first of all, we have this one right here. Bot farming Black Lotus is out of control on Anning. This is anniversary servers, right? So on Night Slayer, every single Black Lotus node has a 60 bot camping, every single spawn. And the Black Lotus is selling for 200 gold each. This is insane. There's no way players can keep up with this scammy Black Lotus market. In Season of the Mastery, they increased the Black Lotus chance on high level herbs, and this needs to be on anniversary. I kinda wanna hear your feedback on that as well. Like, Season of Mastery, whenever you looted a high level herb, I think it was Dreamfoil, Plague Bloom, maybe Grom's Blood, I'm not too sure, but like all of the high level herbs, very high level herbs, had a small chance to give Black Lotus. Would you like to see that on anniversary servers, and if yes, why? Or if not, why? Let me know your thoughts. There's some funny comments here as well, like maybe they should add put a captcha on nodes, and even though this is a meme, I've seen this a lot by the way, because that way you could make it so bots don't farm, or they don't farm that efficiently, but then again you're doing so at the detriment of real players, because this is going to be a significant disruptive behavior, a disruptive mechanism to real players as well. But then again, maybe it could take away the botting problem, right? Or at least make it way less than it currently is. So that could help, for sure. But then again, like, how would you feel about that? A actual captcha just for playing the game and looting things. Black Lotus should be a random from high level herbs, not a static spawn node. And that was Season of Mastery, maybe Discovery as well, but also Season of Mastery. Now, next up we have a couple of images that will actually show you how bad the botting situation can be, even if you personally never see bots in the open world. Whenever you're playing, like, you have to know where to look for them, and in certain locations, if you just look, you will find them. And to give you a couple of locations at the moment, they're both in Desolus, by the way, but like, if you go to Desolus, you will very likely find bots in one of 2 locations, and you can go there now and try it out. I do think it's more popular for the Horde, because they have access to vendors very close by. So first of all, you have this place right here, where I'm mousing over at the moment. You can see the 2 camps next to the Centaur area. That is a very popular botting location for like 2 bots. There's pretty much whenever I go there 2 bots all the time. And then we also have, like, if you go right west of Shadowprey Village, maybe even slightly north, but at least like, yeah, I think it's slightly north, but across this shore, basically, all the way up and down, you will find a lot of druids and underwater bots. Usually druids though, but it could be warlocks as well, but I believe most of them are druids due to having aquatic form. And what they're farming for here is like raw gold shellfish, which they can sell on the auction house for the Horde because they have a quest for it, and then also big iron fishing pole. And that's kind of where we're going to take a look at this thread right here, which shows you just how bad that can be. A bot infestation, also where there was a problem, but geez. Now the quality of these images can be slightly low, but even here, you can see how bad this can be just from this right now. And that is picture number 1. This one gives you more of an overlook of how many bots there can be. Once again, you see a lot of them, and they're all going in the exact same direction. In this case, they're hunter bots as well, so like a bunch of druids and a bunch of hunters, and they're all named Boar. They're following the exact same path. It's quite obvious, right? So you can see just how bad this can be over there as well. And over here, once again, you see all of these names, all of the boars. It's kind of trash. It's kind of trash in the fact that Blizzard doesn't really do anything about this. It's kind of sad. And I say they don't really do anything here, but they do ban the bots whenever you report them. But active game masters, like, when and where, please? Like, that would really save the day here. Because once again, botting, there's popular botting locations, and trust me, Blizzard knows about them. Over here as well, I'm starting to feel like Blizzard doesn't ban them, they just banish them to their own bot-infested layers. I've seen people like think this is a good idea, by the way, to have layers full of bots, but that literally doesn't really do anything. Like, I don't know. feels like they're doing way less than they can at least. And I've talked about this in the past, like I'm very not happy with how Blizzard is handling this. I get it though on a business level, because they want to make sure the bots are making profit, so they come back. If they ban the bots after they make profit, they will come back and pay sub again. And the bots are subscribed people. So to Blizzard, one bot is one person. It boosts their sub numbers, and it looks good for their investors. Now, next up here, took a quick video of the bots on just one layer. It's impossible to report all of these bots in 30 seconds. I found 16-ish bots in just this one little area on one singular layer. Last Friday I killed 150 bots in maybe 30 minutes, and this Friday I did it again. Let's take a look. So here you will see a lot of different names, like you will notice the way they move as well, that they are pretty much bots, and you can see here on the nearby target list, you can see their names, level 26 mage, 27 mage, like basically all the way between level 26 and level 28. There's one level 24 here as well. Now all of these might not be bots, but the vast majority of them are. You can just look at the way they're moving, look at them in combat, and just like all of that stuff. You can see pretty much who is a bot and who isn't, just based off of that. And it's just like he's being attacked, does nothing. This guy as well, there's a like undead nearby, and they simply do nothing against him. I don't know. This does not look good to me. It's also like at this point I realized that some people will call me a broken record for talking about the same thing over and over again. And I've also seen the comment like, why don't I just ignore the bots or play something else? The fact is, I love WoW, I love classic WoW, and I don't like that the bots are ruining this game for me. And it's like, to me personally, they might not ruin my experience, but it's Blizzard as well, like the way they are handling the whole situation, I don't like it. And instead of staying quiet, I'm going to use the platform that I have to voice my, like, not acceptance. I literally don't accept this, and I would rather, like, say that out loud than just be silent in the background, which is like what a lot of the creators are doing, because they don't want to get on the Blizzard bad boy list, but like, I'm already there. I've been there for a while, and I know that. It's fine. I don't really care what they think of me. I'm gonna let them know what I think. And in this case, I think they're doing way too little on the botting front, and I'm gonna let them know about that. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts on everything in the comments down below, and that is pretty much it for today. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below, and yeah, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. I will see you again in the next video very soon.
Hey there, Kamal. How you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. How's it going?
Oh, it's going great today. It's been a great week. Thank you for joining us here on InfoWarsCraft, Kamala. If you don't mind, I don't have an infographic. Can you maybe list out some of your WoW accomplishments so the viewers can get to know you?
A couple of my WoW accomplishments. Okay.
Yeah.
I've been rank 1 3 times. I got Gladiator, I'm Priest, Rogue, Warlock, or not, Priest, Rogue, and Mage in Wrath back in the day. I've been playing WoW since before the game actually released. My friend's dad was a tester. Pretty much every time I tried to get rank 1, I've gotten it.
Okay,
at least after season 9.
That's impressive. So how did you lose to someone that doesn't play this game?
It's a great question, Alex, that we're all wondering.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like there's a lot of different comparisons you could give to what that duel was, but
sure.
I will say on the last duel I threw, not on purpose. I was completely overtaken by the moment. I've not really done a lot of unarmed duels with that much pressure, where all you really do is auto attack. And I had a brain fart, and I forgot that you could fear and bandage in the last duel. Even though I did it in the duels right before it, I just forgot that I was thinking about other things like thunderclapping and demo shouting as the only 2 buttons I can press, and then keeping up battle shout and just auto attacking. And then I was thinking maybe I'll bandage in between auto attacks. For some reason, the concept of fear was not in my brain. It just wasn't.
That's unfortunate. You know, maybe next time you can think about maybe like a battle cry, like a PI. You know, maybe that would have helped you win the duel.
Yeah, it may have, Alex. Definitely.
Yeah, you know, hey, if you ever need some advice, I got you. You know, I'm a level 36 rogue. I've been playing this game pretty well, I'd say so myself. So I got your back here. So
That's great, Alex. I really appreciate that. I need a lot of support on my end. I'm definitely in the trenches. My ego has been set ablaze, shit on, eaten, thrown back up, pissed on, and then eaten and shit back out. So I'm definitely in the trenches right now.
Yeah, I saw you also lost to some old guy in Lethal League earlier this year. What's the kind of, now that E-Rob's gone, what's it like being the biggest loser in the guild? Like, how's it feel?
You know, it doesn't feel good to be losing consistently to people in games that consist of 3 buttons. It's happening a lot lately. Yeah, it's unfortunate that everyone's dumbing down games and then beating me and then shit talking right after.
You know, I hope we can get through this. I know you're a great leader. I do see, you know, you got some gnomish pink hair. Is that perhaps like spoiling next year of OnlyFans? Or are you gonna be an alliance?
I will never play gnome. I refuse. They are hideous, ugly, small, and annoying. And I don't like the way they sound. I don't like the way they run. I don't like the way they do literally anything except the dance. The dance is good.
Oh.
But everything else needs to f*** off.
You know what? That's good. You know, I'm racist as hell. I hate every race, so I'm glad that we got something in common. Now let's get down to some hard-hitting questions here, Kamala.
Oh.
You know what?
Okay.
Saw War Chief of both seasons for a little bit. Where would you compare the drama factor of this season comparatively to the first season?
What drama did we have last OnlyFans? Oh, we were buying gold. Yeah, there was only 2 sets of drama that happened. Dowski and XQC. I remember that. And me and probably 90% of the guild buying gold. And then getting caught. Well, not caught, but like in trouble. Everyone knew we were buying gold. Like we weren't even trying to hide it. And then Blizzard had to step in.
In the business, we call that the Elon Musk. Yeah.
Yeah. We weren't even trying to hide it, is the thing.
Yeah, so you would say this year's been a little bit more drama filled with you. Why do you think that is?
Well, last OnlyFans, we had about 80 members in the guild active. Now we have 100 people logged in at any given moment. Right now, I'm not logged in. You can check. We have at least 100 people logged in, maybe 115-ish. So with more people means more drama. And also with more viewers involved also means more drama. Also, people can't buy gold. So now we have loot drama on top of that because they're not able to get the, like, if we were buying gold, every warrior in the guild would have cloud keepers. Simple as that. They'd all have edge masters. They wouldn't be mad. They don't care. They just bought it. Like, but we can't do that this time around. So now people are arguing over it.
That's fair. You know, you bring me to it. Those damn undeads. Why can't they get loot right? What's wrong with them?
It's a perfect storm, Alex. There's been a handful of people that have tried. The best way to do the loot is to loot council it. Okay, you need one person who is going to actually be unbiased, who is going to also know the value of each piece of gear and where it should be used, who's going to prioritize mains over alts, you know, and try and be actually fair. A couple of those people have been given the opportunity to do it, and they blew it. Because they blew that opportunity, now people are trying to do different ways of handling loot. All of those have also been shit. So,
yeah.
And then also you have all of the sweats who took a personality test. They're all also on the undead. So it's just been a downward spiral, all stemming from the initial fuck-ups that sort of set the tone for tribute test. Not to mention also you've got a lot of the role-playing drama. You probably have one of the most notorious role players, Penta, was there, who didn't help in any of this when it came to actually calming drama down. it's been a perfect storm, Alex.
Yeah, are we sure? Did we mix up the test? Was that a personality or an autism test? I'm not sure how that all worked out.
Bit of both. One could say.
Okay, yeah, that does make a lot of sense now. Now, I've been wanting to ask you here. Would you now? This is a unbiased question. All right.
All right.
Now, would you have punished me for a staff of Jordan that I took of my own beheading?
Yes. Well, I will.
Oh.
Would I have killed your character? Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's fine.
only because it was like level 20, Alex, right?
Yeah, I was 28.
28.
Just getting ready to use it. Looking nice.
I would have probably made more of a spectacle out of it, but I would have actually I would have tried to find other level 28 like viewers to Matgarayu so you had an actual chance to live. We would have found someone. So there was an opportunity for you to live. I think that would have been funny. Just sending you to die but you should have died, Alex. You absolutely should have.
That's fair. What about Yamato? What about this guy? He got a staff of Jordan, didn't he?
There is a lot of context to that, Alex. A lot.
Yeah, I've been watching that. I think that Sardako guy keeps stealing loot. Maybe they should duel each other to death.
We could do that.
Maybe they should figure it out.
If it was my choice, I would have Sardako delete the Hand of Edward the Odd, and then I would have Yamato not receive the Alcors, and both items are going to poof into the abyss, and then we're going to move on. That's what I would do. However, Yamato has said, Tyla, let's see what Tyla has to say about this. So,
yep, my war chief.
The war chief begrudgingly is going to have to get involved, and we'll have to see what his deciding thing is. But all in all, everyone from all sides of the undead are all stupid and wrong in their own way. Yamato is wrong. Sardako is wrong. There's a couple of other things that were wrong, and people that were wrong in there. Someone immediately asking to kill Yamato, not even setting up an actual trial. They just made a Discord vote, but it's, the guildmaster has to kind of come in. I didn't tell them that they could just vote someone to death at 65%. I didn't say that. It was just a one-time thing. It's different each time. Yamato coming in, being an asshole instantly. Sardako reciprocating with his assholeness, setting him to death. Other people letting the vote go for 3 hours until it reached 67%, some random threshold they just deemed to be the threshold needed to kill him. Random. Yamato gave all the items back, but that doesn't change the fact that he was a huge piece of shit from the beginning. It's everyone there is dumb.
Yeah, they had a mental fart, like forgetting about fear and a duel and bandages and shit, like some of that, huh?
Yeah, it happens, and I wouldn't want to kill someone like you're level 28, whatever.
36, all right, 36 now.
You were level 36? I'm talking about your mage that died.
Oh, yeah, 28, yep.
Like, sure, the crime can be the same, but yeah, level 60 is different than a 28. Even if it's the same crime, the punishment will be different. Because it's a matter of how many hours are you going to lose in this punishment, right? Or how much are you losing? So killing a 60 is more severe than 28.
Now, I got you personally before I let you go here. Now, I know the tribute chest is going away, but how is level 36 me supposed to get a crow blade or something good? I have to do this now. I can't even take something for myself. What the heck?
Alex, you're just playing a little too slow. I'll be honest.
Okay.
OnlyFans. I don't know how to help you do that. OnlyFans is coming to a close. Not a close, but like basically a raid logging section. Where, yeah, if you're leveling, you're not gonna get a lot of help. You're behind.
Oh shit.
You're not going to. You want Crawlblade? Crawlblade is trash now. We're in Molten Core. So you are going to feel the fact that you're behind once we start raiding. Simple as that. People are kind of gassed. They're kind of getting over WoW, and I don't blame them. I'm right there with them. We kind of want this to come to a close. Now, I'm not just going to have us kill ourselves, but we need to start raiding. We're going to do our best. We're going to start raid logging, and we're hopefully going to see BWL. But when it comes to like the subathons, rush to level 60, gotta make raid time, like that's damn near behind us.
Gosh.
So
what do you think my odds are making 60 here before?
You? I mean, you gotta get better at the game instantly.
Okay.
Like that's what requires to happen. You as is, with the hours you put in, God help you, it's not happening.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you
so
haven't even
maybe
hit 60 once. You're probably just gonna die. Give up.
No, well then I have to go back to Rob and look at anime women. I can't do that. I can't do that, Soda.
I don't blame you, Alex. I don't blame you.
Don't send me back.
I'm not sending you back. You're sending yourself back.
You know, I will get 60 by the 1st. I'm gonna get there.
You think
And
so?
I'm not Rob. I'm not gonna ask you to have someone level my account for me. Okay? I'm gonna do it my damn self. All right? I'm gonna do it my damn self. God damn it. Okay? I can do this.
What's your plan to do it, Alex?
Well, as soon as I get off this call with you, I'm gonna beg every one of the guilds to give me a Crow Blade, okay?
Crow Blade does
no.
not make you hit 60 faster.
Oh,
That's a
shit,
level
what
51 weapon. What's your plan to get to level 51?
I'm gonna follow the goddamn arrow. I'm gonna.
Okay.
You know that little arrow? I'm gonna follow that till the
All
end
right.
of time.
Well, Alex, if you want any tips, I would say you should really just try and get your Thrash Blade. It's pretty damn good.
Thrash Blade.
Thra-
Where's that at?
It's a quest from Maradon. You can get it at 45, but realistically, you won't get it until 48. You must clear Maradon.
I will do that for you, Kamala Poppins.
Do not
You
do
know,
it for
I'll
me. Do it for yourself. That is the
I'll
weapon
do
you
it.
should be thinking about.
The Thrash Blade.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you, Kamala Poppins. Thank you for your time.
Is this
I'm
it?
really sorry again for the loss. Really sorry about that.
This was it? This is the interview?
That's all I have for you here. I told you 10 minutes. You know, I didn't want to waste your time. Now, if you want to send me a Crow Blade,
Like
go for it.
hard-hitting questions. Like, what are you even talking about? What was this?
Oh,
This
you-
sucked.
What do you want? What do you want from me?
I mean, you said I want to give in a hard-hitting question. You didn't ask me anything.
Well, yeah, well, I didn't want to be like, hey, what do you think about roaches and shit? That shit's dead.
Yeah,
You know, I
it
need
is.
people
Yeah,
to
it's
steal
boring
more
now.
loot. Yeah, now these pussies are just copying my content, stealing loot, making CNN News Network and shit. These people.
To be
I'm
fair,
tired of it.
Alex, you stole that content from the other 7 people before you that stole loot.
Yeah, but to be fair, okay, I did it in a better way, all right?
Did you?
I did it by yeah.
How?
Well, I told someone I wasn't gonna steal it, and I stealed it. See, you see that little nuance there? That's a little different. We call that the spice.
Okay,
We
you
call
added some
that the
spice.
bang bang. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, well, I appreciate the interview, Alex.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Kamala. I gotta get back to leveling. You're trying to keep me down. This damn shadow
I'm
governor's gonna
sorry.
keep me in 36.
I understand. All right.
level.
Get back to work. I hope you make it. I really do.
Thank you. Thank
All
you,
right.
Molly.
Goodbye. Say Miley? Hello? Is this
Oh, hello,
ZNN?
hello. Yes, this is ZNN. Welcome to ZNN. We're pleased to have you here, Mr. Kamala Poppins. Is that your preferred pronoun?
I'll take it. That's okay with me. That's
right,
not a
welcome
pro.
to
That's a name. But go on.
Welcome to the show, Kamala Poppins. You've been an expected hot guest here on the show, appearing for the second time, by the way. We do appreciate that confidence.
Of course.
Yeah, the crowd is absolutely loving you. Now, I'm sorry that you had to deal with that bullshit-ass interview from Alex Bones and his pussy-ass questions, hard hitting my ass. The only thing hitting hard is the diarrhea that I got from watching that shit. No offense to you, of course.
Of course.
So, I want to start off very, very simple with some light questions. There's been some allegations against you personally on several departments, actually. So let me start off with the simplest one. There has been a rumor that you sold a raid spot to Soap for the Cloud Keeper's leggings. How do you respond to that rumor?
I did not sell a spot to sew for the Cloudkeeper leggings. That absolutely is not true.
Okay. Yeah, no, I figured that, it's been a community sentiment, and personally, I've been telling, the audience watching as well that is complete horse shit, but...
So the situation on that was 2 Cloudkeepers were won by the trolls, and it took every ounce of my being to not nudge my way and talk about how these should go to a tank, someone who's actually going to tank. Realistically, none of you are going to tank any of these raids. You will be wearing Devil Sar as DPS. I didn't say that, but at least not during the meeting, but I think I have said it on streams and around here and there. And Soap being the one who was going to overall add the rules as she saw fit, decided I want to give these to Soda, even though I lost both rolls. And I absolutely, as a loot whore myself, obliged. I agreed. At the end of the day, Peanut gave them up, and I felt bad. I almost thought about giving them back, but then Peanut went on to say, like, no, you're tanking, it makes sense, blah, blah, blah. And then I equipped them, and I still feel bad, and I lost a little bit of sleep. I feel bad for Peanut having to give up the Cloudkeeper pants that he did win, because Soap decided to give them to me.
So according to our CNN on-site reporters, Peanut actually got a SGC, that is the epic chest from the arena in BRD, on his 3rd arena run. So I don't think you should feel too bad for that lucky son of a bitch. But anyway, I don't want to harp on that too much. Moving forward now, obviously you were the loser in the War Chief duel. First of all, how are you holding up with that?
You know, my second day, the day after losing, I had to turn my stream off out of sheer embarrassment and frustration, as every motherfucker decided to, hey, I saw you lose the duel to Tyler, and it got exhausting. I just left. I said, you know what, I'm gonna go smoke weed and sleep. So that's how I held up on day 2. But after, taking a day off and relaxing, I woke up, and it was the same shit. And so here I've been just sucking it up.
Absolutely. Now, on the topic of sucking, there's also been rumors that you enjoy getting bitched by men. Is there any truth to those rumors?
It is absolutely not true. I do not enjoy being bitched by men. It just happens to happen all the time.
Yeah, it really sucks when that happens. Sorry for, just starting off so aggressively here. There's just a lot of burning questions here.
Yeah, there's some hard-hitting ones.
Yeah. I mean, we had Alex Bones soften you up, so I figured, like, you're good to go.
Arnak thinks we're going to be married. But after I declined his offer, he came back that night and
rumors
kidnapped
as well
me.
that you
My
threw
brother
the
tried to
duel
stop him, but
for
Arnak
War
was too
Chief
strong. He
in an attempt
my
to
brother and then
make
brought me
gold
here, my poor brother.
to buy yourself another
Adventurer,
Alcor
could you
Sunraiser
escort
from
me
the
out of
auction
the dark
house
cloud
when no one was looking. Is there any truth to those rumors?
I did bet on
Must be
Tyler
worried
winning.
sick about me.
I absolutely did. I did. It hurt. I would love to say that I threw. The only thing I'll say to that is when I was 4-1, there was a bit in me that said, for example, I wasn't letting him charge anymore. Or I wasn't letting him charge for all those duels and I was just destroying him. There was a voice in my head, and I don't remember if I did anything differently as a result, but it was saying that would be boring if I just won here. And I let him get the charge. From there, it's a bit of a blur. But I did let him get the charge, and I'm pretty sure I just got RNG'd to oblivion overall. In the fist fight, the probably simplest type of PvP fight you could ever do, where I don't think my 20 years of WoW experience helped me there at all. This is 2 buttons. I really did just fuck up. I did. I straight up
there was a lot
forgot about fear.
There was a lot of eyes on that duel. I can definitely see how the pressure could get to you in a situation like that.
It's not even the pressure, Zico. It's I haven't practiced an unarmed fight where we're allowed to use abilities. In my head, I'm thinking, oh my god, what if I bandage between autos? How can I squeeze out a win out of this? So I'm thinking about things like that. And then I think, oh, I should use Thunderclap. Thunderclap for the damage will give me something. Oh my god, gotta keep Demo shout up, gotta keep Battle shout up. Those are the only buttons I have. So I'm just sitting here theorizing with those, and I don't even, and bandage between melee ticks, to me was like, that's gonna be the 750 HP from healing. That's gonna win me the duel. I just forgot about fearing and then getting a full bandage off and fearing him when he thunderclaps because I know he's in battle stance. The simplicity of that, it's not even complicated. It's such a simple thing. But in my head, I was overcomplicating the hell out of it. And that's why I think I forgot. It was legitimately too simple of a duel.
Yeah.
You and stupid ass laugh track. All of you. Go on.
Yeah, sorry. The audience can get a little bit rowdy here on ZNN. So, Where were we? Yes, the duel that you didn't throw for gold. So on a more positive note, OnlyFans has been getting a lot of praise, and rightfully so. You have been steering an absolutely immaculate ship here on OnlyFans, and I gotta say, I think Tyler 1 has done an incredible job as well. I think you both have done a fantastic job with the guild. Are you pleased with the progress of the guild as a whole and as a content guild thus far?
I think Tyler becoming war chief was extremely necessary. I think it was getting to a point where the tribute chest, for example, was boring for me to just run it perfectly every time. Well, I shouldn't say perfectly, but in comparison to Tyler, I think Tyler jumping in and running it was hilarious. It wasn't as funny the second time, but that sort of was the end of it, right? And I think Tyler withheld the entertainment value of the guild extremely well. I think he handled the Pilaf drama perfectly. He also stepped up and did handle it. I think he did try and do some Dire Maul PowerPoint, but got lazy and didn't do it. I don't think he dished out a single punishment in the entirety of his reign, which he's still war chief, but not one punishment went out a single time except the one on me, which is funny. But overall, you take someone who's never played WoW, you thrust them to run probably one of the most stressful guilds ever in existence of WoW, besides Race to World First, comparable, actually. You thrust him in, I think he couldn't have done a better job with what he had to work with. So yes, Tyler did a great job.
I couldn't agree more. I think you both deserve a lot of praise for how you've been running OnlyFans this far. Now, to a more recent topic here, there has been some loot drama in the Undead. How familiar are you with the situation that went during the Undead meeting yesterday?
So yesterday it was kind of just thrown at me, and I received just brief rundowns from both sides. And then I watched the VOD a little bit, but I didn't watch as closely as I typically would because Yamato said, let's see what Tyler has to say. So that immediately falls now on the war chief to overall give judgment, not me. I can give my opinion, and I can give my, what's the word? My counsel if he wants it, but this is a war chief decision. Which I don't even think Tyler's gonna. Tyler might just say, hey, you know what? I still want Soda to handle it. Tough shit. And in which case, sure. How familiar am I with it? With that decent, I'd say 70% is how much I've downloaded of the situation. It would be 100 if it was 100% going to be me to make judgment.
Okay. So from the 70% that you've gathered so far, what do you think of the situation right now? What do you think should happen? Let's hear your take on it.
If it was my choice, I would have Sardako delete Hand of Edward the Odd, and I would make Yamato just not get the Alcors. We're just going to delete him.
So you are aware of the fact that Sardako allegedly ninja'd Hand of Edward the Odd?
Yep, delete it. Well, he didn't ninja it. He just was a little bit more like, it was kind of like me with the Cloud Keepers, where I wanted to just, well, listen, guys, I'm the tank here. And blah, blah. And yes, from Sardako's perspective, a shaman should get the Hand of Edward the Odd. Like, no other class should get it. Priests can use it, but they shouldn't use it. It's stupid. Druid, and they don't, it should go to a shaman. But his level 23 ult and a lot of the hoops he jumped through to try and make that happen was a little slimy. So I'd like to delete it. Not to mention also the immediate jump into asking Yamato to die right away when you're supposed to hold a trial, and the 65% that I gave them was from an entirely separate situation where someone wasn't level 60. It's a different situation every time. So jumping right into that, and I saw a clip of you talking about how they had the vote open for 3 hours just so it could pass. Again, there were hoops that were jumped through to make it happen. I would delete Hand of Edward the Odd, and Yamato was being a giant asshole from the get-go going in, especially with the context that it's like the 9th time the Undead have had issues. And Yamato knows that. The GDKP rolling that Sardako decided to have was awful, terrible, worst idea I've ever seen, but that's what was decided upon regardless. So
yeah, absolutely.
all in all, everyone's stupid, and I'd like all their items deleted that they care about.
Okay. Do you think that that should be the punishment here? Just delete all the items and move on,
Yep.
and that's that? Or do you think that there should be maybe someone's head on a spike? There's been rumors
Or
maybe a
Yamato and
Makura
Sardako
going
no,
down.
we could do this. Yamato and Sardako 1v1, and the winner gets to keep their item.
Ooh, I like that idea.
That could happen.
That would absolutely be content. And of course, here at ZNN, we would be covering that story. I like that idea a lot. Now, in that hypothetical scenario, who do you think would actually win?
Yamato.
Despite
I think
being a noob.
he is a noob,
World of
but
Warcraft player?
I think rogue. There's different levels. Sure, to play a rogue at the highest level, it's extremely difficult. But we're talking at their level. To play their class good enough to beat the opposing person who's on the same shitty level, I think rogue wins that. I think Yamato can get a little bit of teaching here and there, but the warrior having to, you know, demo shout him out of stealth and trinket the right thing and get the bleed up quickly and all that other jazz, I think it's not hard to play rogue at that level. It's pretty easy.
This does not make sense.
Yeah, I mean, just look
Why
at
would
PS here, right?
Arakara
That's
be
true.
after Karen Bloodhoof?
But I don't know.
God bless himself.
Like,
She is
can
our
Yamato
most powerful shaman.
crippling poison kite?
Regardless, your great
I don't
deed
know.
to the Horde
Can he
shall
figure it
not
out?
go
Probably.
unnoticed.
Does he have the time to do it?
Please,
I don't know.
Choose one of these as a
So they could get
reward
prepared.
for
They
your
could do the
deed.
duel. That could be fun. The only issue is, so Yamato wants the Alcor Sunraiser. That's what he chose. First of all, we got to find one on the auction house. Second of all, that person has to sell it for an actual decent price, not 5k gold or something ridiculous. Last one we bought was, I want to say 1200. I don't think we're going to get it for 1200. I don't think so.
Yeah.
So,
Now,
yeah.
on the topic of gold, there has been rumors that the Tonka T administration has dried up the well, if you say, in terms of tribute chest. There's been rumors that the next tribute chest will actually be our very last one. Now, I understand that this may be a sensitive topic to discuss our economical status like this, but I wanted to get your take on that.
I can be transparent on this. We probably aren't having another tribute chest. It's probably done. The last one might have just happened. And the reason for it is our money has dried up. We currently have about, like, I want to say 4k gold. Tribute chests, in order to keep them fun and interesting, they have to get better and better and better. We've kind of reached a peak in how good they can get. We've managed to elongate it a little bit by letting Tyler, you know, run 2 weeks, and it was funny because it was so bad. But now we've sort of dried up the tribute chest content. It's sort of done. It's not fun, entertaining anymore. And also the 4 or 5k gold I'd like to keep on reserve for events like hide and seek and scavenger. It's not enough for a tribute chest. It's just not. Tribute chests cost at least 10k gold in order to upkeep the level at which we do it at and make it interesting enough for people to show up, or at least, you know, have enough loot inside of it.
Okay. F's in the chat for tribute chest. No, I think that you're making the right call here. Now, with that, I guess also the loot drama will be resolved. How do you intend on creating more drama now that Pirate's out of the guild, rest in peace, and also now that the tribute chest undead loot drama is no longer on the table? How can news networks such as Info's Warcraft, well, actually they just create fake news, but real networks like ZNN, how are we supposed to survive here in a drama-free environment?
Well, there's a couple of new things that are going to come up. Number one, I'm sure we're going to have loot drama once raid starts. That's absolutely going to exist. And I don't know if you've heard, but we're going to do the draft publicly. So we're going to draft the 40 people for the first MC. That's going to cause drama. I'm sure of it. I'd hope it doesn't. I've been pretty clear that, you know, 10 sweats and then 30 non-sweats. That's been no secret, and what I'm going to select people off of. But I'm sure it's going to cause drama. That's coming up. And yeah, just raid loot drama. Somehow, some way, some shit's going to happen. I don't know how.
Okay. No, that sounds great.
Oh, hide and seek drama might happen. That's coming. That we're gonna have a reward for the hide and seek winner. I don't know how. Maybe we will. How do you win hide and seek? How do you win? I don't know. Last person found. Maybe. I feel like the event's probably gonna get ruined by then with viewers, so we'll have to jump to the next location. So maybe there won't be a reward. Plunderstorm drama, maybe.
Hopefully.
But yeah, no tribute chest, no loot drama with the undead, and pirates out of the guild. So now what? We need a new roach.
Yeah, maybe more roaching incidents. Now, speaking of incidents in the guild, have you had a chance to review the death of Barney Beekeeper? May God have mercy on her soul.
I have, and thank you for reminding me. I saw it, and it sounded like she killed herself or something. A clip that I watched, she was laughing manically. But I don't know the details of what's actually going on there.
We actually had a reporter on site. Some blame him for her death, but there is just no credible way to verify that just yet. That might just be a rumor. But Barney Beekeeper did, in fact, allegedly run into a pack of zombies that explode, tried a sapper charge, and got sent all the way back to Brill. Now, yeah, instantly. He actually setting the record for the fastest death, even beating yours truly, and also setting the record for highest gold count on death, beating me in that same category. So we're both number 2 Andys at this point, thanks to Barney Beekeeper. Do you have a shout out maybe for Barney Beekeeper for taking those targets off our backs?
You know,
I can't attack.
I don't know if I should be thankful or not, because it's like, in one hand, I'm finally winning at something. But on the other hand, I don't want to be winning at that. So I'm sort of torn. So I won't say thank you or anything.
Okay. Well, on the topic of thanking guild members, do you also have a statement perhaps for Grayson, who did ask me immediately when I logged in today to go into UBRS?
I hope you immediately reciprocated with a no. That's how I feel about Grayson UBRS. Yeah, that's a hell to the no. Grayson, I mean, Grayson's also a rank 1 player, but his disappointments, I feel like, aren't being highlighted as much as, say, mine. And yeah, people say Grayson here and there, but god damn it, if Grayson had any moment where he could have 100,000 plus viewers watching him, he would manage to fuck up bigger than I have. That's how I feel about Grayson. He'd find a way.
He always does. I have no doubt in my mind that he would everything up if given the chance.
The guild
even
would
with
disband.
less, at the very least.
Yeah.
On that same topic, we had other guild members also perish. Now we did have, I believe, LMGB. Yeah, sorry, LMG. Die to a pig in Red Ridge Mountain. Something about some drama with Joker D. It sounded really weak. Honestly, I tried to milk it for a couple of hours, but there just wasn't a lot of milk in that cow. No. Do you think he should be punished, though, for not creating bigger drama with his death?
No. The guy tried to produce more subs off of his death and couldn't get that either. It's nothing to milk there. I don't know what he was thinking. I guess maybe he thought, I don't know if you saw the clip, but he was like, if you sub 5 times, I'll renew myself. If I serve, and he was getting belly grub. And if he survived until midnight, he would live. But no one subbed. He died. Like, that's crazy.
He's making Grayson look like he makes Grayson look like a king. What the f was that? That was some terrible ass shit, man.
I mean, I'll be honest. The thing is, that death, it's all about hindsight. Because if I've learned anything, like in the moment, you might die. Oh my God. But in hindsight, 1 year later, is your death unique and is it fun? And ideally, that's what you want. LMG's was unique, pathetic, and fun. And it like Guzu with the demonic rune, everyone remembers that. Also Guzu getting the hole-in-one, everyone remembers that. I don't remember any other deaths from Guzu, right? So you want to have those. Yeah. I will remember LMG, the guy who literally tried to get subs for his character to live and no one subscribed, and he died. I will remember that. So there's a plus to it.
Yeah, no, there's always a silver lining here. If you want to die in the most pathetic way possible. Honestly, the Europeans in the guild need to really try to step up their game because, let's be honest, if you're losing to Grayson, it's not looking good. For you, Mr. Poppins, Mr. Kamala, that was pretty much all the questions that I had for you. I want to say on behalf of ZNN, I want to thank you for showing up to this interview. Do you have any final words that you would like to say?
No, I really appreciate the honest news coming from you guys over at ZNN. And I look forward to, you know, what the future holds with our new forms of drama, with Raid being around the corner.
Absolutely. Thank you. We will continue to report on the news around Azeroth and around the globe. Our next story is actually going to be covering an item with 4 things on it. More on that later on after a weather report. That was Kamala Poppins. Thank you very much for coming, and we wish you a pleasant day moving forward.
All right. Thank you very much. Have a good one.
Thank you.